Welcome, folks. I am Jaby, Koay, joined by ACHARA, KIRK.
Yo.
We're about to finish off Falcon and the Winter Soldier Season 1. This episode is called One World, One People. This is episode 6. If you're watching this on YouTube, you're going to see a cut-down version of our reaction. If you'd like to see the entire reaction, uncut, uninterrupted, head over to our Patreon page, patreon.com/JabyKoay, where you can watch it along with us. The whole thing, however, you will need your own Disney Plus subscription, so you can open up the episode in an adjacent window to our reaction. And we'll give you a 3, 2, 1 countdown sync to make it easier for you to get in line with us. If you're watching this on Patreon already, thanks so much for supporting us here. If you're watching this on YouTube, please subscribe and hit that bell icon. All right, here we go.
What's the plan?
Carly's gotta be close. Keep your eyes open. By the way, I called in some backup.
Excuse me, sir. Are you supposed to be here?
It's me. Oh,
Sharon, what the hell are you doing?
what is it? Take your jackets off and cover your mouth. I don't know. Ooh, nice suit. Oh my god.
Oh, shit!
That's amazing. Wow. That's a suit.
Falcon America.
Wow.
Captain America.
Well done, Wakanda.
No one's moving toward the building.
I thought Captain America was on the moon.
You cost me a lot of money. Ne fait pas le moine.
Oh.
You guys are gonna have to do something.
Carly?
Aren't you tired of fighting for the wrong side, Mr. Barnes?
I've done this before, kid. I know how it ends.
It doesn't matter if I don't survive this. I'm fighting for something bigger than myself.
Why are they getting him on the phone? It's a distraction. Dang. Oh no.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I didn't see you. I'm sorry.
That tracking device was huge though.
Yeah, but there's a big guy. A lot of area.
Big tracking device for a big guy.
Oh, it wasn't a tracking device, it was a gas device.
Oh, that's nasty though. That's super gross.
She straight up murdered that guy.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh. Dang. Oh no. The shield. Oh man. This guy. Whoa.
Oh, nice.
nice.
Au revoir.
He just threw the shield. Okay.
What'd you think? He was gonna just let it go?
I know.
Come on.
Red Wing. See if anyone in there has flight training.
Oh, jeez. Oh.
Oh, wow.
Oh. Wow.
Oh my god.
Wow, that was a lucky bet. He's like, thank you, Dora Milaje. All right, one super soldier against a bunch.
Oh, that's one way to do it.
We need a diversion. Give him someone to rescue. What do you mean? Light it up.
Morgan Thaw!
Oh. Oh.
Let's finish this.
Yeah, that's not standing
Yeah.
up very well. That's not doing very well at all.
Basically tinfoil. Oh, dang. Oh.
He deserved that.
A little birdie told me you know how to fly a helicopter.
Ah.
Oh man, he's just getting
dang,
beat up.
man.
I feel so bad for him because it's like the first time he's in this outfit.
I know.
The first time he's this superhero, and it's like
He's really putting it to the test, though. Oh no. I hope it's waterproof.
Boy, you just earned this ass whooping. We're gonna count down from 5. When we get to 1, you're gonna grab the control.
Oh! Come on, lady! Let's do it!
might as well just let go of that shield.
It's a symbol, and it's slightly useful. I can't believe I'm cheering for John Walker right now.
Well, he's
but
fighting the bad guys.
I'm on side, John Walker. I'm on side. His fighting style is like so brutal.
Well, it's all informed by anger.
Rage, yeah. It's really cool. Oh, no.
How are you
What are
gonna do this one? Grab it, dude.
Grab it. Come on. Be a hero. Come on, be a man. Do the right thing.
You don't have time to think about this, bro.
Come on.
Get your ass over there and grab the truck.
What would Lamar say you should do?
There we go.
There we go. You can be your own hero, John Walker. Oh, man. Oh, no, no, no. What do we do now?
Oh, shit.
There I was thinking. I know this is like the wrong universe, but we need a Superman, and then Falcon comes in and saves the day.
Get her done. All right.
That's the Black Falcon there. I tell you.
Nah, that's Captain America.
Oh, nice catch. Oh.
Oh, that's dope.
Oh.
Drop your weapon, Carly.
Power Broker sends a message.
Come back and work for me again. All of you, we can make a difference together.
You just want me because you need your muscle back. Without our super soldiers, how much power does a power broker really have?
Knew it!
Carly, you know I'm always prepared.
I'm done with these games. Alors maintenant, Power Broker, tu vas devoir me payer 4 fois ce que tu me devais. Or, je vais dire au monde entier qui tu es vraiment.
I don't do blackmail.
Please, let me help you.
I'm not gonna fight you!
Carly.
Aaron, Tony!
Mercy bears richer fruit than strict justice.
It's a great app.
I was wondering. I'm like, they're using an app. Hey, come on now.
Are you still going forward with resetting the borders?
Our peacekeeping troops will begin relocating people soon. The terrorists only set us back a bit.
You have to stop calling them terrorists. These labels, terrorist, refugee, thug, they're often used to get around the question why. This isn't about easy decisions, Senator. You just don't understand. I'm a black man carrying the stars and stripes. What don't I understand? Every time I pick this thing up, I know there are millions of people out there who are gonna hate me for it. I feel it. The stares, the judgment, yet I'm still here. No super serum, no blonde hair or blue eyes. The only power I have is that I believe we can do better. Wow. But the question is, who's in the room with you when you're making those decisions? Is it the people you're gonna impact? Or is it just more people like you? You people have just as much power as an insane god or a misguided teenager. How are you going to use it?
Wow.
Mic drop.
Confirming the prisoners have cleared final process. We're transporting them to the raft.
Oh, boy.
Do they escape? Do they team up with
One
Zemo?
world, one people.
Oh, snap! Of course they wouldn't team up with Zemo, though. Oh.
Oh, shit. I forgot about him.
Or...
4 members of the radical group, the Flag Smashers, were killed today in a car bomb attack as they were being transferred to a high-security prison. There were no suspects in the bombing. Opposed a global relocation.
What is he doing in there?
It's probably the helmet.
New outfit?
Now this is more like it.
It's the same, but black.
Things are about to get weird. So when they do, we're not gonna need a Captain America. We're gonna need a U.S. agent.
Oh, here we go. This is the scene we've been waiting
Yep.
for.
I have to tell you something about your son. He was murdered.
I ain't gonna lie. You're special. You ain't no Malcolm or Martin, Mandela, but...
No argument there, but I know what I've got to do.
The fight you taking on, Ain't gonna be easy, Sam.
He just moves that.
Yeah, I might fail. Shit, I might die. We built this country. Bled for it. I'm not gonna let anybody tell me I can't fight for it.
Oh, wow.
Now they'll never forget what you did for this country.
Wow. Look at that. It's interesting how that name takes on new meaning now.
Yeah. Wow. What an episode. It went by so quickly. I was right about Sharon. And then a bunch of people in our streams were all like, nah, man, nah. I'm like, ha. My female intuition was right.
Welcome home, Agent Carter.
Oh, boy.
Everything's going according to plan.
Start lining up our buyers. Super soldiers might be off the menu, but we're about to have full access to government secrets, prototype weapons, you name it.
Wow.
Wow. I mean, she's pissed.
Yeah.
She had a taste of that life now. And she's all like, yeah, I'm all about it.
The very first thing I'd like to talk about is the name that they showed at the end, Captain America and the Winter Soldier. I think it's really, really cool how they've appropriated that name because that film, it's all about the Winter Soldier being this dark character.
Mm-hmm.
And throughout this, season, or at least the very beginning of it, and sort of in the background, Winter Soldier was wrestling with that, his dark past. And so now that name takes on a new positive form of this duo. This heroic duo, and they're not just on the run, because with Winter Soldier and even Civil War, it's like he was on the run, and they never really had their day in the light. It was always like part of the Avengers or some other thing when they were fighting for good.
And even in Civil War, they always stood for doing what they thought was right, because they were Team Cap, right? And that was what it was about. I loved Sam's speech at the end because it was kind of like, I'm not fighting for you guys who are the rich people, you guys who are the decision makers. I'm here for everyone. I'm here for all the people, and especially the people who need my help the most, the downtrodden. I just thought that was really great because, he's kind of outside the law. He's outside their jurisdiction, but he's there trying to do what he feels is right.
It makes me excited to see what comes next with that title in mind. I'm imagining that would be the name of season 2.
If there is a season 2.
I'm sure there's got to be. I mean, otherwise...
I thought this was just so that they can go into more movies.
Sure. Or that, but then what do they call it? I mean, I guess they could call it the same thing, Captain America and the Winter Soldier, and we all know what that means. Either way, whether it's a movie or another season, I'm excited to watch it. So the other thing I'd like to mention before I forget is U.S. Agent, Wyatt Russell, John Walker. It was just kind of interesting because he had such a chip on his shoulder throughout the show. There was a certain tone to him, to his characters, to his demeanor. Right? He had a certain way of behaving. And all of that just went out the window in the last episode. I'm like, what? Where's the guy that we saw for the last 5 episodes? That was kind of weird. I guess because it's a fresh start.
Right,
But I just thought that was a little bit strange, his behavior there. I thought it was cool that shit got settled with a head nod. I thought that was kind of cool that things just got it sorted out. Also, I like the new Captain America outfit quite a bit.
Yeah.
It feels very much like something that's straight out of a comic book. I know that sounds odd, but like the other costume for Captain America, it felt more like, how would I phrase this? You know how when you first saw X-Men in the movies, like those felt like movie costumes and not like the stuff you saw in the cartoons or the comics. And so likewise, I think Captain America's outfit always felt like a proper movie costume.
Right.
Yeah, this one feels like a nice amalgamation, I guess, or a combo of the two. Because when I first looked at it, I'm like, wow, that looks like it's straight out of a comic book. Lifted from the page. If you were to go and read Falcon becoming Captain America, that's what I feel like you would find in the comic book.
It might well be, because I remember reading comments and people saying that Falcon, when he becomes Captain America, gets like a cool white suit. Obviously, we haven't read the comics, but that would make sense.
Right.
If they just like really got inspired by the source material and were like, we're just going to make this really dope.
I like that outfit quite a bit. I like the combination of him having the wings and the shield and all that stuff. Given that it's the first time we're seeing him in this outfit, I really wanted to see him do damage right away. And it was like the scenes in this episode were like, he's taking hits and he's pushing this guy off here and getting knocked in the water here. The entire arc of the series of action sequences came out with him on top, kicking some butt. It was just a little bit surprising that out the gate, he was falling a lot. You know what I mean? And like taking hits a lot.
Right, but I think that's also part of who he is as Captain America, because he's not a super soldier, right? And he's just kind of coming in and he's doing it anyway.
Yeah, I mean, just compare it to like the opening of The Winter Soldier when you see Captain America go onto that ship and he's just knocking soldiers off left and right.
Yeah.
And it's like it's very opposite of that, and that's sort of what threw me just a little bit, not necessarily in a negative way. It's just sort of like caught my attention that it's not that. Because you're right. He's not a super soldier. He's not just going to knock people out. I was kind of hoping that his outfit sort of put him equal with super soldiers.
I think it kind of did. And the thing that I've really enjoyed about the fight scenes in the show so far, and I guess just Marvel in general, because they're really great at this, is just really giving characters their own fight style. US Agent, Captain America, John Walker, like faux Captain, I mean. And just the way he fought was kind of like a bull, He's very direct. He just charges and he's like bam, bam, bam. Whereas Falcon has to be a smart fighter because he's not gifted with super serum like the rest of them are. So he has to use his suit and his agility and all of that. And I thought that they did a really great job with that. They were so creative. And even Carly, like she has a special way that she moves. She's like weaving in and out of things and
more
also
agility.
being really strong. Yeah. So I just really enjoyed that attention to detail in the fight scenes.
Yeah, I thought it was really cool.
They really started it off with a bang, didn't they? They were just like, all right, start of the episode, boom, here we go, all the action. And like, it was actually a really, really long sequence, like the whole
Or set of sequences,
set of sequences, rather. I guess it makes sense. It's the finale, right? They got to end it with a bang.
I liked a lot of the ideas in this episode, in general with this season. Things certainly coalesced in a way that I wasn't expecting. I mean, I guess that became clear from the last episode that things were coming together and being very cohesive. Around episode 2 or 3, I started to get concerned that maybe it wasn't, and it was sort of just kind of all over the place. But then it really came full circle. That being said, there was some, I like the fighting style, like you said. There was some definite trademark, between the characters of how they moved, how they behaved, the way they responded, and their approach and all that stuff, even down to their stance. But there were some, I don't know what it was, but like there were instances during the fight, especially with Carly and Captain America, where it felt like there was moments of hanging where like he blocked well before she hit. And it was,
that's your like fight training nitpicky stuff.
But like anyone who's
anybody
who does stunts or has done stunts or fight coordinates or anything like that, when you see that stuff, it just kind of jumps out at you, and it's hard not to see it.
Sure.
Like Captain America, putting up his shield for a while, and then like there's this long moment before Carly throws the hit. I'm like, well, why did you punch the shield? Why didn't you go this way then? He was there for a while.
Right.
Now that being said, on the flip side, with that fight scene, it was interesting how there was basically lines pulled straight out of Winter Soldier, because he goes, I'm not going to fight you. And it's the same sort of feeling. It's the same sort of attitude of Captain America, that guy who's like more noble than anyone else,
And like you really see how Sam is such a perfect choice for this. And like I always keep coming back to his other superpower, which is empathy. He's heart. They kind of emphasize that in the fight scene with Carly, because they did the close up on his eyes and he's just like, I'm not gonna fight you. And I'm like, what is this? Do you have some secret power through your eyes and the power of your speech that's gonna make her stop?
I did like the idea of Wyatt Russell, John Walker, coming to the other side, and I mean, seemingly at least being a good guy by the end of the show. It wasn't what I was expecting. I thought this was gonna go a completely different direction. I thought that it was gonna be Carly, Sam, and Winter Soldier going up against John Walker. I didn't realize it was going to be this opposite thing, all tying into the overall message of the show.
It was a strange feeling for sure to be watching John Walker fight and then want to cheer and be like, no, but I hate you. And then kind of go, I I guess we're okay, John Walker. I guess we're all right.
Yeah. They made it clear where his loyalties were during battle, because he had the choice to go after Carly, which was his vengeance, or save the people, and he chose to save the people, and that was basically making it clear, like, this is his path.
Right.
This is what he is doing. He has chosen to do what's right, not what is personal.
And I have to say, in the new black outfit as U.S. agent, I kind of felt like, that suits you more, John Walker. I'm okay with that for you.
Yeah.
Captain America just didn't ever really feel to sit right with him as a character. And so I feel like this US agent thing is going to work better for him. Although apparently, according to our chats with you guys, he's kind of an anti-hero character, which makes sense. Because, I mean, and he's with Valentina as well. She's a bit of a mysterious character.
So the scene where Winter Soldier finally confesses what happened in the past, I think I had too much built up for myself with that scene, because I knew it was coming for a while. And when it finally happened, I was almost like, oh, it went so quick.
I thought it was kind of nice that they just kind of did it really quickly, because it's like, we understand.
Because of the way it was handled, I almost wish that we didn't even hear them talk. I almost wish it was just a wide shot of the two of them facing each other and them talking and seeing him break down, learning the truth and whatnot, just having the music take over for the moment, because it's almost like the words don't even matter. You know what's coming. You know, just by his body language, you know what he's conveying. You don't need to hear it, because it almost felt like, if you're going to have them talk, we need this to be longer. I will sit through an extra minute of show to have that scene play out more, so I can get more feeling, because I wanted to cry by the end of it before the scene started. And I didn't get anywhere near it.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't. I came really close with Isaiah Bradley at the, where is it, like the Smithsonian or whatever museum, when they had his, including him in the exhibition. I was just like, oh,
that was really nice.
My God, this is important, you know? Not erasing people from history is important. Representation is important. And I thought that Captain America, Falcon's speech at the end was just so powerful.
Yeah.
I was just so floored by that.
I wonder if in that scene that we were just discussing, I was not as satisfied with that scene as I wanted to be, and I'm just wondering, like, what the alternative could have been, what they could have done differently there, just to make it better. I mean, as far as the show goes, the idea has been communicated.
Yeah.
He came full circle. His character made his arc. He confessed what he had to do, what was seemingly impossible, which is confess to this guy what he had done and why he did it.
Yeah, the story was conveyed.
Yeah.
The purpose was there. And I mean, I think the awesome thing about the show is that everything got paid off.
It did.
There wasn't anything that I thought, oh, they just kind of left that on the table.
No. Yeah, they definitely dotted all their I's and crossed all their T's effectively. I just didn't need, I don't know why it needed to be 42 minutes. Like, why not give us an hour? Like, what's the harm? Letting scenes breathe a little bit more. It's not going to hurt anybody. It's not going to hurt Disney's bandwidth. Like, come on, let us have a little bit more scene there. But I really like the closure that they gave to Isaiah's character and how that all came back. Like, I was really concerned after episode 2 that he was just not going to be in the show anymore. But like, that really became a focal point of the whole thing and like a driving force for Sam doing what he does in the show. I thought that was really cool. Regarding Sam's speech to, I guess, the senators or whatever they are.
Yeah, it was like the senator, but it was also his introduction to the world,
right?
And just kind of letting them know, what this Captain America stands for. It was so amazing.
Well, I mean, it goes in line with the previous Captain America. He would have done the same, I think.
Yeah.
The idea there was awesome. It started to. Because of, I don't know, it started to border a little bit on After School Special for me. It got a little bit in that area, but I like the idea so much that I just let it go.
Well, yeah, I mean, I guess it's just kind of maybe a little bit After School Specially, so that the message is communicated so that everyone can
so no one misses it,
right?
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah,
I'm okay with that. And I think the thing that I liked the most about that was just this notion of like, hey, you guys, the decision makers, you need to start listening to the people at a ground level. So you can understand how your policies are affecting the people that you're making policies for. And I like that, you know, he stood up and he's like, I'm here for the people. And then it brings it back round to the title of the episode, which is One World, One People. And I feel like Sam as Captain America really represents that, like all of his values and who he is as a person. I'm just like, yes, this is the world that I want to get behind. This is my Captain America. I love him.
The phrase "One World, One People" reminds me of One Love.
Yeah.
I think it's One Love, One People, right?
Yeah, One Love. It's like a totally, what is it, like
Marley.
a Rastafarian
Bob
type
Marley.
of Bob Marley, yeah.
It's very interesting that phrase was used in that very militant kind of way.
Right.
But I feel like the root of it is something like all love and peace kind of thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've said it a couple times already. I just wish this episode was longer. It just went by so quick. I wanted it to last a little bit longer. That's it.
What do you think about Sharon as the power broker? I feel so vindicated because I was like, I thought it was Sharon all along.
Yeah.
And now I'm right. So I'm like, huzzah. But
yeah, I mean, I really wasn't predicting anybody. So it was like, oh, okay, cool. Yeah. When it turns out that she's the power broker, I'm like, I'm not all that shocked, to be honest with you. I mean, they sort of, based on your guess, like they sort of established that she was sort of left behind.
Yeah.
And so she would have reason to be the power broker. She would have reason to not have alliances or loyalty.
Yeah, I mean, I totally understand her rage against the US government and everything, but also watching that last scene and being reminded of her legacy and, you know, her connection to Peggy Carter, I'm just like, kind of breaks my heart that she's gonna, you know, basically infiltrate and start selling trade secrets and important information and stuff like that.
I still have some naive hope that Isaiah's gonna be a geriatric superhero.
Come back and just like start throwing trees at people.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Start chucking trees at people. I gotta say again, like it was really cool how they were able to tie up all the loose ends in 6 episodes. It's pretty impressive how they were able to like just have everything come full circle like that. It really, really told a whole cohesive story and quite effectively. I still wish it was more episodes. I still wish that either more episodes or longer episodes, just more of it. But I thought that it did a good job of telling the story that it sought out to tell, and it delivered a message in a very, very strong way.
Yeah.
It does hit you over the head. And I think that, like you said earlier, there were moments where it was necessary, because even for me, in I think it was the previous episode where Bucky apologized, it went by so quick for me. I was like, what the hell? And I expressed some complaints about that, and it wasn't until the comments where I was like, oh, I see. And it like became crystal clear to me after reading some of the people's comments, and I'm like, why didn't I get that like while watching it? And I had to just chuck it up to, well, watching this late. Like, it's what 1 a.m. now? Like, we're watching this late because these premiere at midnight. I'm like, because that's such an obvious thing, what the comments were saying. And I'm like, I should have gotten that message. It seems silly that I didn't. It's kind of sad because it was like they were spoon feeding me and I still didn't get the message.
I understood a sense of it, but
Yeah.
I think a lot of it has to do with just a difference in experience and therefore a difference in perspective. And so what's been nice is, things have been spelled out, but sometimes they need to be when you don't understand, but you want to understand.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just because of different life experience, basically.
I still hold on to my complaint about that moment. I wish that, kind of like here, he's getting a little bit shortchanged because his scenes that I feel are important are going by so fast. Like, I just wish that the scene where he apologizes to Bucky, which is like, it's a realization for him.
You mean when he apologized to Sam?
Sorry, I'm flip-flopping the names because
Yeah.
it's quite late.
I was like, what?
When he apologized to Sam, I just wanted him to slow that down. You know,
Right.
Like, just let me have that. Let it linger a little bit more, and that borderline emotional.
It's so funny that you're like, you really want to hold on to the melodrama, but they're kind of like
they're just blitzing past it.
They are
you
just
know?
kind of blowing past the potential melodrama of it.
That's the point of the show, is those moments. You know, all of this is sort of building up to that apology of realization, oh, I didn't see it the way you saw it.
Right.
I'm getting that now. That's sort of the point. And
Sure.
so why not let it linger just a little bit longer? Like, if I can sit here another 20 seconds to watch that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not really costing me a whole lot and you're affording me a lot more emotional whatever for those 20 seconds. I mean, I feel like it would have added even just like something. And then again, with the Japanese dude, like, just let that scene breathe a little bit. Like, this is something that Bucky's been wrestling with for a long time, presumably years. And it's going by like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I know it's a nitpicky thing. But for me, I guess maybe just because I'm older, I don't mind exploring that emotional stuff. I'm like, oh, just let me have it, goddammit. You took me like 75% of the way there. Don't just shortchange me now. Come on, let it linger a little bit.
The show is just so tight. It doesn't overstay its welcome, even though, like you say, maybe it could have afforded to just let a few scenes breathe a little bit.
Yeah.
But overall, I thought they did a really great job.
Yes.
Just like having this neat little package for us.
For sure. I agree with you. I agree. They definitely did a great job in terms of the story. I still love a lot of the ideas here throughout the show. And I do hope that they continue it and it's not just this weird blip. No pun intended. I do hope that whether it's a season 2 or whether it's explored deeper inside of a film, like I do hope they continue this story because I think it's interesting and it's not just back to the Avengers. If this is all we get, that's still really cool.
Yeah, and I think it definitely has a really strong rewatchability factor.
I did think about that actually. As soon as it was done, I was like, I almost want to just go back and rewatch the whole thing now.
Yeah, and it's short enough that you don't feel like, oh my God, it's such a huge task to watch this show all over again.
Yeah.
You could literally watch it in a day.
Yeah, that's true. Or a fourth of a day.
Yeah, and like I'm tempted to do that now because I had such a fun time with this show.
You guys, thanks so much for hanging out with us. If you're watching this on Patreon, thanks so much for supporting us here. If you're watching this on YouTube, please subscribe and hit that bell icon, all notifications, and join us for our live stream. Thanks for hanging out. I'm Jaby Koay. This is
ACHARA KIRK.
Peace out.